All right, you guys, welcome back to the spot. Of course, today we're going to be talking about Forbidden Door and everything that happened within Forbidden Door. I thought it was a great pay per view myself. Of course, I feel like AEW always does a great job of bringing amazing pay per views and very long pay per views. Uh,
Long. Yeah.
so you definitely get your bang for your buck
Yes.
in AEW. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was a great pay per view overall. How'd you feel about the pay per view after watching it yourself? Just to give an overall perspective on it.
So okay. To read to how I felt about the pay per view, man. It was like I don't know. Like you said, the long pay per views are dope. I do appreciate them because it's like we getting like a full length of a whole lot of wrestling. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So that's a lot of
6
wrestling.
hours basically for most AEW pay
Exactly.
per views. Yeah,
And going to all in, it kind of made me appreciate it a lot better or a lot more because it's like WWE, like comparing the two brands 'cause they're completely different in their own ways. But like WWE, you'll be sitting there for maybe like 3 hours at most, and then just kind of like, dang, I kind of want some more wrestling. But with AEW, you're getting enough wrestling for like
hmm
2 days.
it's
You know what I
action
mean?
packed
So it's
for sure.
exactly. So it's like I really do enjoy it. It helps me like actually attend. I mean, how you say this? Expand my
Attention
attention
span.
span.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like I'm most of the time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up and go do something, but like with AEW, it's kind of like you don't want to miss anything because there's so many small little intricate details that they like to pull out and pop out. So yeah,
especially in
I
the
enjoyed it a
matches.
lot.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
anyways, yeah. Overall, for Bindor, I thought was great. Let's get into it, man. For one of the few things I want to talk about on Zero Hour, mostly I'm going to skip Zero Hour, but
Hmm.
one of the few things I do want to talk about on Zero Hour, they had Gates of Ricochet versus Jet
Yeah.
Speed and this guy named Michael Oku. Did you happen to
Okay.
see that match in Zero Hour, or were you watching Zero Hour?
Well,
I know not everybody tunes into Zero Hour, so it's just kind
I
of.
didn't I didn't tend to 0 hour, but I did catch the ideas or like the main spots that happened.
Uh-huh.
Like the dude that he got thrown off like over the top ring. I mean over the top, yeah, ring, and he fell and hit his neck. I thought that was so
Yeah, so
crazy
that
to
was
me.
Michael Oku. So that's the
Okay.
match that I actually wanted to bring up. Uh, that guy, first of all, I didn't really know too much about Michael Oku until this match happened.
Hmm.
And whenever he came out, you could tell he definitely had an aura about him that was different, and it was really cool to see because from what I understand, he's from Rev Pro Wrestling, and I believe that is a UK um, kind of branded themed
Yeah.
promotion. So he's apparently well known over there. He got a really big pop for AEW and in Zero Hour
0 hour is
especially. Yeah.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
he came out with Jet Speed, which is oh my gosh, who is it? It's killing me. It's gonna kill me.
Uh, is the Mike Spot Speedball
Mike
right?
Speedball or yeah, Mike Speedball Bailey or Mike Bailey. I don't know. Speedball
Yeah.
Mike Bailey. There we go.
Yeah. There it
So
is.
yeah, Mike or Speedball Mike Bailey and his tag team partner. I forget his name all the time.
I forget it
But
too.
anyways, Jet Speed and Michael Oku, they made a great team together. Michael Oku has a lot of talent. That was definitely a guy that I was interested in, or that I'm going to be
Hmm.
interested in moving forward. You could tell just like
Hmm.
some of the spots, some of the things that he was doing. He's very talented, and hopefully, maybe one day we'll see him in AEW. That was
Yeah.
definitely a really cool
Probably
moment
will.
for him. Coming into that match, and of course, we got to see the Gates of Ricochet. So they ended up playing a role later in the show. For this
Yeah, he
moment,
did.
of course, they were on Zero Hour, and I believe that they ended up getting the win. We did have a few crazy spots, especially like the one that he had mentioned earlier, where he almost fell on his neck. Michael Oku, he went
It's
over the top
crazy.
rope and basically
Mhm.
like looked like he was gonna die,
Yeah.
and
Like
somehow he
real life die.
pulled it off and landed on his back, barely. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was definitely an insane clip. But yeah, overall, I thought that match was a really good match heading into the pay per view. Definitely something to get the crowd on their feet, especially having a hometown hero. It seemed like in Michael Oku, and yeah, guy's very talented. Somebody I didn't really know about until that match happened, and I'm definitely looking out for him moving forward. Hopefully, we see some of them on some main rosters one day.
Yeah. I'd be down to see him.
Yeah, you got to go check out the match if you did.
I heard. I definitely will be doing that.
But yeah, we can start off with the first match in Forbidden Door. You want to talk about it?
Well, hold on. Before we go, to Forbidden
Yeah.
Door, the ladies that was wrestling for about 10 years that even somehow found a spot into Forbidden Door. If I'm not mistaken, it was I want to say Tessa. Um, again, I'm just kind of like foreshadowing, talking about that match that they had where it was, um, I forget who it was, but it's the lady from the Triangle of Madness, whatever. And it was like wrestling all the way in past 0 hour. Like they started at 0 hour and they made it all the way into the middle
Oh
of
yeah.
the
So
Forbidden
Tekla
Door.
and Queen
Yeah,
Amanada.
yeah. There
Yeah.
it is. There it is. There it is. And
So yeah,
yeah, we'll talk.
they had a match in Forbidden Door
Yeah.
0 hour. He's talking about I think it was the Triangle of Madness and
Yes, it
like the
is.
other group that
Yeah.
they've kind of been going against. The women have been having like a pretty massive feud throughout Dynamite and Collision the past few weeks. So that pretty much culminated in this one big match, and it seems like it's not over for some. Obviously, that being Tekla and Queen Amanada, they had started fighting in the back in 0 hour, and of course, like later on during the pay-per-view they end up popping in. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but yeah,
There it
for
is.
sure, it was definitely, it made
Thought
for a
that was
very
funny.
interesting moment. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about that first match on Forbidden Door. Obviously we had a pretty I thought it was a great match myself. I thought it was
Banger.
awesome to see these guys get back into the ring with each other. Obviously I'm talking about Cope being
Mm-hmm.
Adam Edge Copeland, and of course Christian. So we had Cope and Christian in their first tag team bout back together versus Killswitch and Kip Sabian. Um, Tell me, how did you feel about the match? Because I feel like maybe you had a different take on it than I did.
Well, honestly, I appreciate Kip Sabian and Luchasaurus or Killswitch, however you want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate them for being out there, letting them get their like gears back going, as in like Christian and Edge. I'm still calling him Edge. I'm sorry. I know his name's Cole,
Yeah,
but Adam
yeah,
Copeland.
whatever.
But he's my rated R superstar. But with that being said, man, honestly, bro, it was just I guess you can say a good comeback story. It's like to be able to see them both together. I really wouldn't even focus on Luchasaurus and Kip Sabian. I was just like watching them to see like, do they still have the same chemistry, which has never went anywhere. It's just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I had a whole big feeling of nostalgia just to see like, wow, it's Edge and Christian from the Brood back together. So I don't know. My whole idea behind the match was it was a good match.
Right.
Kip Sabian, I still don't know too much about. I love Luchasaurus. He's one of my favorite players.
Killswitch, dude.
No, it's Luchasaurus.
Yeah, but Killswitch, he used to be called Luchasaurus. That's how you know you mess with him, though. So
Yeah, you know what I'm
it's
saying?
been a long time.
And so with that being said, honestly, I kind of just was like a little kid again, just like, man, it's the two dudes from WWE that used to fight together and jump off ladders and stuff like that. So
No, definitely. It was definitely
yeah,
a very nostalgic match for me myself, I would say as well.
yeah,
Listen, whenever obviously Adam, just from the entrances, or Adam Edge came out and had a really awesome entrance there in the UK.
yeah.
Listen, they actually
They sang it.
sang the whole thing. It was the same as in Glasgow, Scotland on Wednesday. It seems like everywhere
Mm-hmm.
that Cope goes during these like UK or out of the country excursions that AEW's been doing, he's been getting great receptions, especially on that song. And just seeing him
Respectfully
have
overdue.
really cool moments like that here late in his career is just really, really wholesome to see as a fan of him. So I'm definitely glad that he went to AEW. I'm glad that he's where he's at right now in his career, and
Mm-hmm.
he's doing what he's doing. But yeah, overall, I thought that the entrances were great. Like I said, I still feel that it's great that they're doing separate entrances, that they are kind of separating themselves, making sure that Christian's not necessarily still a good guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a bad guy for
yeah.
sure. So
That heel factor to it. Yeah.
he's still the father figure. He's still like in his character. Nothing's really changed there. So I would say that alone definitely makes up for it starting up the match. I feel like it set up the match very well, and like I said, it had a lot of nostalgia heading into it. Overall, I thought that the match itself was really good. It definitely, you could tell that there was some rust on the wheels for the team, but at the same time, they were also facing guys that they had never gotten in the ring before with.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But you started to see some of that chemistry later in the match, especially with how they finished the match. you know,
There it is.
there's not very many people that can do what they do on the level that they do. So I thought it was a great match overall. But yeah, man, I thought that it was cool to see how that story starts to unfold. Obviously, I feel like Killswitch and Kip Sabian are not done with them at all just yet, but this definitely
Nah, they
leads.
finna get their wheels going.
Yeah, this definitely leads into something as far as what they could do potentially for the titles later on, or could they have
There it
another
is.
last title run in them? Or is that something that they're trying to do? There's so many things that they can do with this team, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do moving forward.
A whole
So
lot of options. Hold on real quick. Before we keep going on with Forbidden Door, I just kind of want to do a little side note because, uh, Christian and Edge on that tag team, when they had that ladder match, it's just kind of like it's dope to see them back together, but it's also a big thing to know that the Hardys and Team 3D for one last time are actually going to have a match in TNA. I'm not sure when, or I'm not sure the whole
yeah,
details, but
I think it's the
I've been
next pay per
seeing that
view.
graphic a lot lately, and it's just like, wow. We got Edge and Christian back together. We got Team 3D back together. The Hardys never left, so it's like the tag team. You know what I'm saying? The tag teams that we once knew still doing it, and that's just there it is. That's
Still
just a
do.
good little feeling,
No, absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, some of them are
next
just still
match.
doing it on a great high level. So for sure.
Exactly. So, especially the Hardys, you got a little Hardys.
But yeah, next match. What we got here?
We got my bestie, Kyle Fletcher.
His bestie, Kyle Fletcher. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Um, I just want to really point out during this match, because we did kind of talk about it the last episode with can you say his name for me? Because I'm not
Hiromu
good at those
Takahashi.
names. There is Takahashi.
So we had
the
Kyle
Takahashi.
Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi for the TNT title.
Yeah. It. I'm not gonna lie. The moves, like, if you're a big wrestling fan and you understand like a brain buster or suplex, like, oh my god, I'm sorry, but Kyle Fletcher, he does one of the greats. Like, they was even hitting at it during the commentary, but
I agree.
suplex he does, like, crazy. But honestly, hear me out. This is my main point I got from out of it, because I forget who was it. I think it was actual Brian Danielson. I think it was. But they was like he was getting even interest from Taylor Swift. And little did we know that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had just got engaged. So I thought it was funny because nobody found that funny during the commentary, but I was rolling laughing during the match. But yeah, that's just my fun little key point about it, because come on now, it's Taylor Swift, bro. Everybody loves Taylor Swift.
Oh no, dude. Oh no.
I'm a Swiftie. I'm sorry.
Oh no. We may have to.
But yeah,
end this
man, the
here.
match itself though, man, I'm not gonna lie, just the maneuvers and the moves that they pull out is great, especially from New Japan. That's what gets me. It's like you watch WWE and you kind of see like the same movesets. You watch like just other companies and you see the same movesets, but New Japan seems like their movesets are dangerous, because I'm not finna get hit with no brain buster from nobody.
It's different. It's definitely a different style of wrestling, especially compared to the WWE style. And that's what I love about
Exactly.
AEW is it's just a completely different style of wrestling. There's a lot of wrestlers that
Yeah.
came from it or from New Japan, so they bring a lot of that foreign style of wrestling over here to the States, and I love it. I mean, it makes for really great matches, and it makes for something different
Scary
compared to
matches.
what
Yeah.
like WWE, NXT, or even TNA like offer in their matches. It's just a different style, more almost
Exactly.
like more of a hardcore style of wrestling.
Yeah.
But it seems like the wrestlers really care. It seems like they're given time to work in the match, and time to work on their craft. So that's one thing that I loved about this match with Kyle Fletcher, especially it being one of his first defenses with the TNT title. It was just a really great match overall.
It was.
I mean, if you watch any Kyle Fletcher match, is always going to be a hard hitting match. You can tell he gives it 100%. He gives it his all if he can. And
yes, that's why he's my bestie.
he goes hard. I mean, that's the reason why he's the TNT title holder right now. And I think that, moving forward, this only sets the tone for what he's going to do with the title.
Exactly.
Like overall with this match with Hiromu Takahashi, it was different, something that was definitely unexpected. And I didn't see this match coming out of anywhere. But, Hiromu Takahashi is definitely well respected in New Japan. And if you do know anything about him, this match made up to what it should have been. So I think it was a great match overall. And the TNT title
The
is
title run is
starting to look very good. So yeah,
I want to say this though. Also, just speaking on the Forbidden Door aspect, um, I love it, dude. The New Japan people, the people that you don't get to hear or see a lot, it's great to be able to see them and like you've been saying, kind of like bring eyes to them. You know what I mean? As you can tell, WWE is trying to do. I hope I'm not trying to like compare it to, but WWE is trying to do that with like AAA. But at the end of the day, I don't know, like something about New Japan. Again, like you said, like you spoke on before, like, dude, they really be out there wrestling, like, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just great to be able to see different styles mesh with the people that you like enjoy seeing, like Kyle Fletcher. You know. So again, that's just all I wanted to say. If you don't have nothing to say about that match, I kind of want to get going on this next
I
match.
do too.
Well.
Yeah, let's go. We can move on to the TBS title match. Of course, we had Mercedes Moné, the CEO, good
Yes,
old
she
CEO,
deserved it.
against
Yes,
Bozilla, Alex
Bozilla, yeah.
Windsor, and
Uh-huh.
Persephone. Okay, Persephone coming from, I
Hold
believe,
on,
was it
hold on.
from
Let me.
CMLL that she's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So
Yes,
CMLL.
Persephone. She. Whenever I seen a name come out, I said, "Bro, what is a Persephone?" But she showed me what a Persephone is, and I'm just gonna say, this match right here
Banger.
was my favorite on the whole card. I'm sorry to even do you like
Nah,
that.
it was
I
good.
love,
It was a good
I
match.
love me some Mercedes Moné. Bozilla, you know she's super young. I want to say she's like maybe 22, maybe 21. But watching that match, I legitly was like sitting on the floor. Wasn't sitting on my bed. I was sitting on the floor watching this match, and it brought my eyes to these new women like Alex Windsor, banger.
Yeah, she's actually with AEW too. So
Exactly.
yeah.
She just got through fighting with
Dude,
Tony Storm.
I think this is what I read online, and
Uh
this
huh.
may be completely off. I don't know. I think
Say
she
it.
is Will Ospreay's wife.
Makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It
If
makes
that's
sense.
the case, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah.
He got good taste. I'm gonna
Anyways,
say
Alex Windsor,
that.
definitely a good talent. Somebody that they've been putting over here lately in AEW. It seems like somebody that's been getting a lot of screen time is definitely Alex Windsor. But yeah, this was a very awesome match. It had a bunch of really great spots in it. Overall, definitely, like he said, brought my eyes to a lot of new talent. I didn't know who Persephone was. I didn't know who
Not
Bozilla
at
was.
all.
They were both
No.
great talents, especially I think some coming from New Japan, some coming from uh,
CML.
CMLL. I'm not sure who's from who or whatnot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
both great talents. I think overall, we're gonna have to watch out for Persephone here in the future, and Bozilla, of course. But yeah,
She was
Persephone,
cooking that whole match.
something different.
Yeah.
You know,
She was definitely cooking that whole match. But hold on, before we even get going on the whole match itself, like, can I say this? I want to say this.
I don't think you can say it, dude. Actually, no.
I'm saying it, man. My wife, Mercedes Moné, she has 9 titles now.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got
we got married the other day. We eloped and we didn't tell nobody about it. But
right. You're being weird right
we're me.
now.
Her name is now Mercedes Dancer. We let the Monet moniker stay. But anyways, man, she came out with a marching band, and the
Right.
marching. Well, she came out. I guess you could say with the people who do like the marching with no instruments. They came out with her titles on. Come on, man.
I think it was like the Queen's Guard.
Exactly. Like, okay, there you go. I like that. I like that. I like that. I thought they was marching band people. But come on now, man. You mean to tell me somebody on God's green earth can have other people wear her titles? Oh,
She had 9
I got
of them.
something I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it.
She had 9 of them, one on each person.
One on each person. I'm talking about she's walking and she don't have her titles on. She has to have people carry it for her. Amazing.
Well,
But,
what I thought was really cool was obviously this match was for the TBS title. In her entrance, she wore the TBS title, and everybody
Yes, she
else
did.
was holding her other title.
Holding
So
other
you know, it
titles.
more
Yeah.
of just kind of represented she was the TBS title holder, and that she was coming
Yeah.
to make sure that she was
Stand
gonna,
on business.
yeah, stand on business for it. So yeah, but yeah, listen, man, what you want to talk about in the match?
The spot. The spot I was looking at, man. This is my main spot right here, bro. We had all four of them on a turnbuckle. I think Alex Windsor was on the bottom as a tree of woe. She was kind of just hanging there. You had good old Persephone. I don't forget where she's at. That's a big woman, so I hope she was a part of it. And then you had good old Mercedes Moné and Bozilla. Somehow, some way, it was a slam that happened. I can't tell you what the name of the slam that happened, but yeah, that was a great spot right there. That Alex Windsor, she put on that good show. She had me thinking she was gonna win for a second, but
Yeah, the CEO always stands on business. Listen, the CEO is going nowhere. It seems like she's just going to hold titles forever.
Forever.
What I loved about her entrance was she had the Hollywood Hogan style of gear. It was all blacked out. She had the CEO put in where the NWO would be at.
Yes.
And I loved it. I thought it was definitely a very great entrance, something to put on the Hollywood Hogan, NWO style, oh my gosh, NWO Hollywood Hogan style of like what she wanted to put on as far as her outfit went. And listen, I thought it was very awesome. So I loved her entrance. Personally, that was one of my favorite moments of just the match itself. The whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, for me, it was mainly just about putting my eyes on the new talent and obviously just that awesome entrance. I thought it was definitely one of the best entrances in Forbidden Door. So yeah.
Exactly. What you saying that, man? I thought I was tripping because I was like, I'm getting like NWO vibes from her attire, but I didn't want to be like, oh, she's trying to put on for NWO. But you're right, that's actually exactly what she was doing.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what she did for sure. Yeah, she had the C, E, and then the O, and then even on her knee pad, she had like the same like font style and everything with the CEO and everything.
Exactly.
So,
I was looking at that. I was like, man, is she paying homage to Hulk Hogan right now? She's real life like.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Mercedes Hogan.
I thought that was cool. So, yeah, and I've called her Mercedes Hogan before with all these title belts. So I thought that was funny.
Thought that was pretty dope.
But yeah, man, we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, we can.
Listen, let's talk about this IWGP World Heavyweight Title match with the commentator himself, Nigel McGuinness.
One of your favorites.
And of course,
one of your favorites,
Zack Sabre Jr., the legend himself, the reigning and defending IWGP World Heavyweight Championship title holder.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Listen.
Man.
Banger of a match, very technical wrestling match with Zack Sabre Jr., obviously. And I know for a fact that my man here, what's his name? Nigel McGuinness is a very technical wrestler from his past in Ring of Honor. I've watched quite a few of his matches with Daniel Bryanson and some of his other matches throughout some of the ROH pay-per-views and whatnot that they've posted. And Nigel McGuinness is very talented. It sucks that his career went the way it did. Obviously, I feel like he would have wrestled forever if they let him. But unfortunately, him getting, I think it was hepatitis, that definitely sets a lot of boundaries in wrestling. So,
you don't want nobody around you. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, man, that sucked for him. Unfortunately, though, he is in a position in AEW where he's able to wrestle now. And obviously, him having this moment in London, in the UK, at Forbidden Door, wrestling for the IWGP World Heavyweight title, I'm sure was a moment maker for him. That
definitely was.
I don't think very many people in their careers can even imagine getting to that point to be able to wrestle for an IWGP World Heavyweight title. I mean, that's the title that so many legends have held, and there's so many people that have a lineage with that title. So that is a massive prize in the world of wrestling. So I would imagine for him that was a massive moment. I think he even had a moment with his mentor at the ringside before the match started. I think it was definitely interesting seeing these two guys have a match. And like I said, just a very technical wrestling bout. If you know anything, if you've ever watched a Zack Sabre Jr. match in the past, it's definitely something to see. It's very different style of wrestling.
Yeah.
And there is a reason why he holds that title for them right now.
Yeah. I would like to say throughout that whole match, it kind of opened my eyes again because there's totally different styles to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a high flyer type guy, um, so just to be able to see like this technical match be very much technical and it actually like get somewhere with it. Like I didn't like the whole Daniel Garcia like being on the outside of the ring, kind of like, I guess you can say like being an antagonist, but he's also trying to help out. I really just wanted to see a straight technical match, and I did get to see that, but that was just my only like downfall on it. But with that being said, man, I got a new idea, a new understanding on technical matches. Like I at first was just like, man, I don't want to see no boring technical match, but now I'm like, man, throw me another technical match in there. Not all the time, but I would love to see this because it was pretty dope. It was nice spots, a whole bunch of slapping. I want to say that a whole bunch of slapping, and I couldn't tell you. I really thought Nigel McGuinness was going to win it, but I mean, hey, Zack Sabre Jr. is really the world heavyweight champion for a reason in IWG. But yeah, man, that match was a good match for me, and I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed it because at first I was like, man, I don't really want to see this match, but they got me wanting to see it for sure. So I enjoyed that match, man.
Yeah, no, definitely an interesting bout. Something different to see. They throw Nigel McGuinness into AEW every once in a blue moon, so it's rare to see him on the roster. Obviously, having matches, but like I said, definitely a moment maker for him, being in front of his mentor and having a good moment with him. Obviously, putting on lesser talent like, or not necessarily lesser talent, but like Daniel Garcia, him coming out with
talent.
him.
Yeah.
But yeah. Overall, I thought that the match was good. Like you said, definitely a very technical wrestling match as well. I ain't got too much else to say on that. We can move on to the AEW tag title match. This being one of my favorites on the card. This was definitely a different match for me. For me personally, I just want to go into this saying that the Hurt Syndicate's run as the title holders really hasn't been my favorite. I guess moving forward with them, or I guess this was the best thing that they could do right here. So we had, of course, the AW tag titles with the Hurt Syndicate versus Bro Dito and, of course, FTR. Listen, this match, we knew heading into it was going to be a hard-hitting, crazy match, especially coming off of the last, I think it was Dynamite, where they had Bro Dito versus FTR for this I guess alignment match for what they're trying to do here at Forbidden Door. They ended up having having a draw, and of course that led to this match being a three-way for the AEW World Tag Team titles. This match was a very hard-hitting match. Like we said, we knew it was going to be crazy. How did you feel about it going into it?
Going into it, I was just kind of like, okay, well, I guess we're finna actually do it. We're finna have I'm not gonna lie, I wanted FTR to win this match, but in my mindset, I was like, okay, we're gonna have I was gonna say the Street Profits, the Hurt. I was gonna, we was gonna. My mindset, I thought we was gonna have the Hurt Syndicate win, and maybe try to tell a story between the Hurt Syndicate and then Cope and Christian, but to my surprise, the heels in this match was actually FTR, which they are heels, but I mean, like, you would think that maybe, like, I guess you could say I would get more of a heelish vibe from the Hurt Syndicate, which they still were on some heel stuff, but it was mostly like the real heels were FTR because they wasn't trying to fight. They was like outside the ring. They wasn't getting tagged in. They were just chilling until it really meant or mattered for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with that being said, man, Bro Dito, they got me last week on the match between them and FTR. So I mean, we got a match between FTR, Bro Dito, and a Hurt Syndicate. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good one. So they opened my eyes, man. I'm giving it to Bro Dito. You know what I'm saying? I like it. It's like big and small. You know what I'm saying? You got
unexpected tag
small
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a great tag team. So that being said, they deserve to win, and They pulled it out with so many spots, so many great spots, so many great spots. But yeah, that was my whole idea of the match. I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I'm wrong. You know?
Yeah,
How do
no,
you feel
I
about the
agree.
match?
Overall, the match was awesome. Like we said, it was going to be a hard hitting match. And listen, obviously, he just said Brodito went over in the match. They ended up winning. Definitely not a win that I thought was going to happen anytime soon for Brodito. I thought this was going to be kind of a one off tag team where they just kind of uh, threw each other together for a little bit, and they were going to go on about their business and go back on their singles run like they were doing here recently.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bandito himself is the ROH World Champion, so he now has two belts, one being in
Yeah.
AEW and obviously one being in ROH, the world title. So listen, this is going to be a very big work schedule difference for Bandito and of course this tag team. So it's time to see if they can put up or shut up. I know obviously they got a lot of talent together, and this is going to be interesting to see what they do with the tag titles moving forward. I personally thought that FTR was going to win, and they were
Yeah.
going to go over obviously with their match, but that was not the case. I personally feel like FTR has been on a really great heels run here recently with what they've
They
been
have.
doing. They get like legends in the ring. They talk trash about them. They don't even let them like get a sentence out. A sentence out sometimes. And overall, I just feel like every team in this bout could have won, could have led to a different story for them. And personally, I thought that even the Hurt Syndicate could have won, and they could have screwed
Yeah.
over MGF later. But that didn't
Yeah.
happen. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't happen.
But yeah, overall, I thought that this match was really good. Coming out of it, we had obviously Brodito going over, and it's something new, something refreshing in the tag team division in AEW, and I'm completely okay with it. I think a lot of people here recently have gotten
Completely.
behind that team, and it's something new, like I said. So I'm okay with it. I think it was a great match, definitely a hard hitting match, and a lot of people's favorite coming out of Forbidden Door.
Forbidden
It
Door.
was a really
Yeah.
great match. Listen, we got to talk about what's next, dude. What's next?
Man. Man, we gotta talk about it, bro.
Yeah, we do.
I don't
That's
even
why I
want
wanted you
to
to
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it.
Man.
Just talk about it, man.
It was, bro. Really, let's just be honest, man. If you haven't seen Superman, you gotta go see the new Superman. But Mr. Terrific is a great character in the movie. Swerve came out with the Mr. Terrific gear on.
Superman.
Yeah, he's part of the Superman.
What is
What is
Superman
it?
on? What brand is that?
This
What
is the
brand
whole
is
reason
that?
why I'm getting at. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. He had this freaking DC crap on, and he lost the match
Who?
because
What are you
his
talking
darn
about?
leg, dude.
What are you
You know how
talking
many
about?
times they said his leg in his match, bro? It pissed me off because I was like, okay, Swerve's not winning. Okay, cool. Stop
We're
telling me
talking about
that.
Swerve and Okada already?
Yeah, man.
All right, dude. We talking about him. Let's go. Come on.
We're talking about it, man. That hurt my feelings.
Listen. It was for the
Hurt my
AEW
feelings,
Unified title. Okay, and we all know that that's Okada's title. It's not going anywhere. You should have known that that was
Should've.
happening. They leaked his injury not that long ago. Okay, and all of a sudden his legs hurt. He's got to go get it fixed. And listen, they played into it well this match. It seemed like every few spots there would be there would be a moment with Swerve's legs where commentary was even talking about it. So this
His
was
leg.
definitely going to be one of those matches where you could tell at the end they were going to put out Swerve. So, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So we had a really great match with, or for what Swerve could do. Obviously, I think he has a torn meniscus. So the fact that he's been wrestling on that for a really long time like this
6 months
has been it's been a long time. Apparently since like NXT days.
Oh, he was at WWE, right?
Yeah, so since he was in like 2019. So yeah, he's been wrestling on a torn meniscus for a really long time. For what he's been able to do on a torn meniscus, it's been crazy. But
ridiculous.
Yeah. Listen, overall, for what the match was, I thought it was a good match. They had to take out Swerve, obviously, at the end. He got put out with the stairs. Essentially, his knee got put in between the ring and the stairs and got slammed like a ton of times. Obviously, they were playing it into the leg, being injured the whole match. And Okada retained. With Okada retaining at the end, of course, the Don Callis family is walking towards the back, and right at the last moment, we get a surprise return as Prince Nana is trying to help Swerve. We're not going to let Swerve be okay. I mean, we definitely don't want him to have no help. Swerve's house burnt down a long time ago. And at the end of the day, we got Wardlow and the Don Callis family. Okay, we got Wardlow. Listen, Wardlow is back in AEW. A lot of people are a fan of him. A lot of people hate him. And at the end of the day, he's back. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to feel what you got to feel about it. But we got Wardlow in the Don Callis family. It is huge. I personally thought he was going to interfere in the MJF match. But
Yeah.
I thought everybody was going to interfere in the MJF match. And that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So this was an interesting spot for him to come back on. He attacked Prince Nana, made sure that he couldn't help Swerve, and Swerve was very helpless. Obviously, he couldn't help Nana,
BS.
and Nana got his ass beat. And Swerve got his ass beat, and Swerve's going to be out for a long time to get surgery. So, yeah, moving forward, it's going to be interesting to see what new talent pops in on the roster in some of these spots, because a lot of people are going down right now. So, yeah,
executed and took off the map, so we don't know what's gonna be next. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so we got Swerve off of the roster for a little bit. Okada moving forward, obviously, still the AEW Unified Championship holder. Listen, we got to talk about this AEW Women's World Title match.
I was saving it because I was ready for it.
Toni Storm versus Athena in the contract match for the AEW World Women's Championship. Man, this match was a hard hitter. This match at the beginning was very interesting throughout the entrances. Yes. Toni Storm's outfit was one of a kind. Of course, Toni Storm, leave it up to her to come out and leave an impression, because that match, just the whole time looking at her was something different, because she had on a different outfit.
Completely different.
She had some interesting makeup on. I'll say that much. A little bit too much for me.
Too much.
But
I thought I was tripping. I was like, that's Toni Storm walking out here like, okay. I just set up. I just like, I'm going to let it be.
Yeah. So
that was a little weird.
So yeah, Toni Storm coming out, its entrance was different. Athena, I thought, had a really good entrance. She had, obviously, she's from Dallas, Texas, so I got to put on for Athena. I love me some Athena. I thought Athena was going over in this match for sure. I thought she was going over for sure. I feel like where does Athena go after this? She got beat by Mercedes Moné for the TBS title already. She got beat for this match because obviously she didn't go over. And I could have swore she was going to win this match, but it is what it is. That's all I got to say about Athena. Listen, I love Athena very much. I just wish her all the success, but I just don't understand why they can't put her over in AEW. Like, she's the world ROH Women's World Championship holder, like, for a reason, but like the forever ROH champion. Like, why can't she just be like a AEW World Champion, or like a TBS World Champion, or like a whatever? Like listen, at the end of the day, I just wanted to be winning and like not losing to these like random like people like Toni Storm that like with all this makeup on. Like, it would have been okay, another feud for like Toni Storm or like somebody, but like instead we just got like Athena losing her contract match that she got for no reason. Like, why did she get a contract match if she was just gonna lose it? Like, come on.
I mean,
anyways, yeah. So yeah, listen, I'm a little upset about it. It is what it is. Toni Storm's Toni Storm. She's just gonna be the AEW World Champion or Women's World Champion forever, I guess. And that's okay because nobody's on her level.
Mercedes Moné is, but we'll wait for that moment. Man,
she lost, dude.
All I can say is this, man. Toni Storm is on the tear.
It's a tear, all right.
Athena, she said she wanted to bring that hardcore hitting, the hardcore wrestling to this women's division, and she did that. I ain't gonna lie, she was doing the moves, man. I was like, Athena, chill out, man.
She's got some crazy moves. I love her finisher. The O-face is different.
Love her finisher, but like you said, man, this
her character work is great. Like, for real.
It's just disappointing to see that she she's the forever ROH title holder. Why we can't get her to be the women's
Yeah,
title holder?
let her
But
go
it is what
AEW
it
for a little
is, you
bit.
know.
Let her just be on AEW for a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Just let her have fun for a little bit. Take these minions away or something.
No,
Like, let's give her a chance.
let her give him some more minions. Turn Tony into a minion. Yeah, I like
That's a little
that.
bit too far.
I like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, turn Tony
Tony
into a
being
minion.
a minion. Crazy.
Hashtag Tony for minions. Anyways,
Nah.
yeah, this was an interesting match. Like I said, Athena, I personally felt should have won the match, but Tony Storm obviously ended up going over. Tony Storm is a great talent. I love Tony Storm.
Great talent.
However, not against my Athena. So, listen, we can move forward. Listen, we got to talk about the AEW World Title match. MJF, the scumbag himself, scumbagged out of his way, or scumbagged his contract out of this match. So he got a world title match without the contract. Of course, that being against the world title holder himself, Hangman Adam Page. How did you feel about this match? Our scumbag.
Man, it was an MJF type match. I loved it, but then he didn't win it, so kind of got mad at that. Sorry about that one, but I was more just distraught the fact that it didn't go my way. But it was a good match. I liked how MJF was trying to get him to do everything in his possible will. Even one point where he tried to not be his comeback, to make, Hangman Adam Page be his comeback, and it didn't work out for us, man. He brought the Diamond. He brought out the Diamond ring, man, and it didn't work.
He brought out the Dynamite.
Heartbroken, man. I'm heartbroken, man, because it's like
he seems upset.
When MJ brings it out, bro, we win the match normally. You know what I mean? And it's still fuck Hangman. I don't care about Hangman, bro. But yeah, it's okay match, I guess you can say. My feelings were hurt though.
Listen, Hangman just hit one too many buckshot dead eyes and buckshot lariats. Okay, he was going crazy. He is the AEW World Champion, and he is doing a great job of being a great babyface for AEW right now. I think he's showing really great character work for what he's been doing in AEW. I think he puts on banger matches, and this match was no exception. It was just another banger. I personally thought this should have been the main event for this pay-per-view. I thought the Lights Out Steel Cage match shouldn't have been the main event. I thought it was a really cool match, but definitely different for a main event. So, definitely different for a main event. So, this match I thought was great. However, unfortunately, MJF did not go over. How did he lose the match? Do you remember how the match ended?
Nah.
I think it was by pinfall. Or maybe he tapped out. I don't remember.
Hey. Don't bring that up, okay? Don't bring that up.
But listen, at the end of the day, he has another shot at the title. He's got the contract. Okay, that's all that matters. He scumbagged his way out of the contract being taken away, and he's still got that thing. So he's gonna cash in whenever he wants to. He's gonna have to put on a week notice. But Hangman's gonna be in a bag spot one day, and listen, he's the ultimate opportunist in AEW. MJF is gonna scumbag his way back to the Triple B, and I think we're both believers in that. So.
Yeah,
we're gonna make it happen.
Without a doubt.
MJF is gonna be okay. He's gonna make it happen. He's got no Hurt Syndicate to hold him back anymore. Moving forward, I'm just excited that this match is not the end. So we got more MJF here soon.
We got more story to tell with it. I like that. Yes. I like the way you put that. I was more just upset at the fact that he ain't win it. But you're right. We got more time and more story to tell in it. But did he deserve to? Fuck yeah, dude, it's MJF, bro. It's my scumbag. But we got more time with it. I just want to say, man, the ref sucked. He really counted to 3 when MJF was pinning him. But
his leg was on the road, dude. His leg was on the road.
Well, no, bro.
His leg was on the road.
I'm in denial, yes, but it's okay.
His leg was on the road.
Whatever.
It is what it is. Moving forward, we got the main event, the Lights Out Steel Cage match. Lights were out. Okay.
Yeah.
Lights were out.
We couldn't see nothing.
Couldn't see anything except for everything that was on the or happening in the steel cage.
Yeah.
So the lights were still on. But anyways,
Lights were definitely
anyways, this match we had Darby Allin, Will Ospreay coming back from injury. We had Hiroshi Tanahashi, the legend
on.
himself, the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, getting one of his last few matches here in
Better
AEW.
be.
He is planning
Yeah.
on retiring in January of next year, I believe. So he is a legend.
Okay.
He's an older guy. Obviously,
Yeah.
his knees are what they used to be. He kind of waddles everywhere, but it's
Waddle
interesting
for sure.
seeing him out there. He is a legend in the business, especially in New Japan. Obviously, he'll be the president over there. Of course, we also had those three guys with the Golden Lovers themselves, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi,
They was out
legends
there.
in their own right. Listen, this
Yeah.
team was full of crazy people, just insane talent. This ring was insane. On the opposite team, we had, of
Yes.
course, the Young Bucks,
Yes, sir.
Rod and Todd themselves. Who knows what they were being called on this one? We had Gabe Kidd,
Yes, sir. The goat himself.
the up and coming goat himself. That
Yes, he
dude
is.
is so good. Listen, we could probably have a podcast all day talking about Gabe Kidd. I love Gabe Kidd. I've been on him for a little while. Dude goes crazy in the ring.
Ridiculous.
Different
I like his
talent.
pro-
I feel like one day if that dude plays his cards right, he's like the next big thing.
Should
He
be.
doesn't give a fuck what he says. He goes in there, works hard every time. And I've recently got onto him this year since the
Yeah.
Kenny Omega Gabe Kidd match. I think that was like whenever I
Main thing.
became
Yeah.
a big fan of him, I would say. But yeah, we got the Young Bucks, Gabe Kidd, and the Death Riders. Listen, this match represents AEW Carnage. Okay, AEW just like does some random shit every once in a while, and this
Throw
was
some
one of
bodies
those
on the
things.
floor.
And just something where people can go in the ring, get bloody, get crazy, just do insane spots. Of course, this was a different type of steel cage. It was one where they actually had a ringside, so that was
Yeah.
different. And it was big
Yeah.
enough to actually fit the 8 people or whatever that they had in the match.
It was really different.
It was like
yeah.
8 or 5v5. I don't know what it was, but
Mhm.
definitely, like
many.
I said, AEW Carnage. This was just kind of like almost like the Stadium Stampedes in a way. This was kind of like New
Exactly.
Japan's version of that. From what I understand, this is a New Japan type match, this
that
was the
makes
first time
sense.
that they brought it to AEW. So,
Mhm.
it being obviously like the what's it called, the
Still
partnership deal that they're doing. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so this is something different for AEW. Definitely something different that I've never seen before. This lights out steel cage match. Not like your typical steel cage. Like I said, it kind of has a ringside, something that you're not supposed to get out of or climb out of. You're supposed to win by pinfall. But
Yeah.
it is kind of meant to have a lot of weapons in it, something that you're supposed to go crazy in. Obviously, there's meant to be a lot of blood and whatnot. It is more of your like hardcore ECW type of style match. And obviously,
Yeah.
having crazy people in it like Will Ospreay, Darby Allin,
Fucking Darby
and of
Allin.
course the Young Bucks being one of the best tag teams ever, having some insane
Ever.
spots.
Yes.
There was some wrestling in this that will probably go down as some of the best wrestling ever, dude. Like, it had some really insane spots with the Young Bucks. I feel like the Young Bucks have some sort of chemistry that with these guys that just goes crazy. And
Just so easy. Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
what it is. Every time that they've been getting in the ring here lately, it's just been kind of magic. So I've been enjoying it. I thought that the match was a great main event. Personally,
match.
not where I would have placed the main event, but hey, I'm not the
Yeah.
billionaire running it, so you
Yeah.
know. But overall, I thought that this match led a great end for AEW's Forbidden Door pay-per-view, something different, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh man, what was your favorite spot throughout that match?
There was a spot where the Young Bucks were basically essentially just kind of going back and forth with I think it was Will Ospreay and Darby Allin, I believe, and they were just kind of doing a bunch of flips, going back and forth, countering and whatnot. I love it whenever like they get technical within their wrestling, where they're countering
Yeah.
each other's moves a lot, and like they somehow pull it off into like a crazy hit. There was just a lot of those moments where like the Young Bucks have just been doing that here recently. In some of their recent matches, they did it while we were there at AEW All In, and they
Yeah.
did it again on this match. Like I just feel like they have like these crazy moments that just get like that almost go viral sometimes just because
Yeah.
like
Just
they're just so
because it
insane
deserves to
like
be.
with some of
Yeah.
the counters that they're doing. Like not everybody can get in
Yeah.
the ring and do that. Like that's definitely a talent. So uh listen, I love the Young Bucks. I can put them over and over all day. But yeah, that was definitely my favorite spot was just what they were doing with Will Ospreay and Darby Allin.
Darby Allin. You know
And
me,
Darby
man.
Allin, like obviously getting
It's
forked
Darby Allin.
is his ear getting almost torn off. That was insane. His ear was basically bleeding the whole time. Another spot that
The
I
whole
thought was
time.
crazy with Darby Allin was whenever he got his ear like smashed in the ladder. I think that was what had happened right before he got forked with it. I almost think that
Yeah.
the fork spot was like improvised because his ear was already bleeding. He was just like, "Hey, bro, fuck
Yeah.
it, like
Stab
fork
me.
my ear," like
Oh,
because
yeah.
Darby's crazy. Like I don't know, I could just see him doing
Darby's
something like
yeah.
that. But yeah, those are some crazy spots. Obviously, Darby Allin's gonna
Crazy
create
spots.
something memorable every time that he's in the ring, especially in a pay per
Every
view.
time.
I'm excited to see him in a singles match moving forward. So hopefully we get that a Darby Allin singles match here soon.
Hopefully here pretty soon. My favorite spot, man, is when Darby and Gabe Kid fell through those tables, man. That was like the end all be all right there, dude.
Oh
It
man,
was
yeah, I
that
forgot about that,
yeah,
dude. Gabe
that was
Kidd went
crazy.
down hard.
Hard as fuck, dude.
Dude, like looked like he weighed a ton, just like flat went
Exactly, just
straight through them tables.
straight through the tables. Ain't no no table left behind for sure. That was my favorite spot during that whole match.
It almost looked like they
Um
should have stacked up another set.
exactly, make it a little bit easier on him, bro. That seemed like it hurt so bad. He fell straight to the ground through those tables,
Looked like
man.
Darby was fine too.
Exactly. Like he does this all the time, so he's okay. Nah, that was crazy. That was definitely crazy.
Yeah, no, insane.
Um man, I
I
guess we
thought it
gotta
was.
say it.
Hold on,
What's
I
up?
do have to say this one more spot I thought was pretty funny in the match for some comic relief was whenever Hiroshi Tanahashi was going up the ladder, acting like he was
Yeah.
gonna go on top of the cage or something, and like
Yeah.
everybody came up to him and was like, no, 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 like you don't need to
Like
do
you
that,
don't do
like
that.
you're
Yeah.
too old for
Yeah.
that. He's like, let us do it.
That was like that was really good comedical relief right there.
But yeah, that's all I
Cause
gotta say as far as that match goes. Overall, I think Forbidden Door was a great pay per view. Like I said earlier, definitely a banger pay per view. AEW always puts on during their pay per views, and I feel like they've been putting
yes they
on in
do.
their house shows here recently too, as far as
Putting
or
on some
live
good shows.
shows as
Yeah.
far as Dynamite and Collision go. They've been doing a really good job as far as talent or putting their talent over on, getting TV time and whatnot. And I've been
Yeah.
loving it. So AEW,
Nah, it's
hands
been
up
on
to
fire,
AEW.
yeah. I do want to say that I hate the fact that well, it's something well known. Right
Oh,
now it's like it's gonna be very interesting in AEW, bro, because we
you
don't
didn't
have
even
Will
mention.
Ospreay.
Yeah,
Huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. We don't have Will Ospreay no more because he broke his neck again. They put a chair on his neck
Yeah.
and they took him out again. So this time we probably won't see him. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Swerve going. So it's like I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued on how they do this because those are your two main people. You know,
Yeah, so
like
Will Ospreay, Will
yeah,
Ospreay is done now. So after that match, he obviously got it concertoed or whatever it's called, and he got beat up, and he's gonna be out. So same as Will, or same as Swerve,
Swerve.
like you said. These two guys are basically going to be done in AEW for quite a amount of time, or quite a good
Yeah,
amount of time. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of who fills their roles moving forward, who kind of gets a little bit more spotlight if that's the case, and
yeah.
what they're going
Those
to
gonna be
do.
the main
So
faces. Yeah,
those, like I said, are two pretty big holes in the roster. So it's going to be interesting for sure. I agree.
definitely gonna
That's
be
what I was going to
interesting.
say.
Yeah. The whole idea, the whole angles that they're doing with that is gonna be like you said, just straight up interesting. Like we have a lot of new talent in AEW with like Ace Austin and just some of the newcomers here. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do and how they put it out because again, like you said, there's two big baby faces going right there. Like,
Yeah.
what we gonna do with that? So hey man, I don't know if you're ready, but I'm ready for this heat wave that's about to hit us, dude.
We're going to hit Heat Wave here next. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to the Forbidden Door episode of The
That's
Spot.
Forbidden
We
Door.
appreciate you guys. This is the Forbidden Door 2025 episode. Listen, of course, It's your man Tristan Fitz here, your
Uh
host with
huh.
the most, and of course, my man here, D
D
Dancer.
Dancer. Yes, sir.
We are
Here
signing
live
out.
in full effect.
You
You know
guys
what I'm
make sure and go
saying?
check out our Heat Wave episode that we're recording next. Thank you guys for
Exactly.
tuning in. You guys make sure to smack the like button. Of course, we're gonna hit the D Dancer quote from yesterday. We're gonna say make sure you DDT our Instagram and our DDT our TikTok. All of
Yeah.
the above. We're gonna be posting some
Yeah.
clips here soon. You guys stay
Yeah.
tuned. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, we'll see you on the
Appreciate you.
next one. Deuces.
Yes, sir, Ski.